Friday, March the 23rd, 2018, to you. Every time I write about an alleged Islamist terrorist attack, I have got the feeling I'm using a template. However, today's attacks in Carcassonne and Treves, southern France, happen to be somewhat different. At 9 a.m. UTC, 10 hours local time, a 25-year-old French Moroccan called Redouane Lakdim, armed with a handgun, stopped a car on the outskirts of Carcassonne. He shot both occupants, killing the passenger and wounding the driver. Then Mr. Lakdim stole the car and drove off to a police barracks where he attacked 4 officers who were jogging, attempting to run them over and shooting at them. An hour later, Mr. Lakdim entered the Super U supermarket in Treves, shouting Allahu Akbar and shooting death to people. Also, he took some others hostage. Overall, 5 people got killed, including the perpetrator, and other 15 got wounded. Almost all Islamic terrorist attacks have their own archetypes, namely the attacker, often a misfit, who commits the crime, and the unfortunate victims who end up becoming the most dramatic examples of bad luck. But this attack features an unusual character, the identified hero. 45-year-old Lieutenant Colonel Mr. Arnaud Beltrame offered to take the hostage's place. After a 3-hour standoff, Mr. Lakdim shot the officer and the gunshot was heard over the phone which Mr. Beltrame had left turned on. In response, police operatives stormed the supermarket at 13 hours 40 minutes UTC, 14 hours 40 minutes local time, and killed the assailant some minutes later. I would like to remark 3 things. First, Mr. Beltrame had just married his wife. There is a good story to be told. Secondly, what happened today in Treves will surely galvanize French public of support in favor of counter-terrorist measures. Unfortunately, politicians will likely take the occasion to push for their own agendas. Thirdly, it may sound a truism, but terrorism is about spreading terror, not encouraging heroism. Mr. Lakdim not only failed in his demand of releasing Salah Abdeslam, a primary suspect in the November 2015 Paris attack, he was a failed terrorist altogether. The world is still on.